Hello star seekers. This is Jeannie from Horoscope Forecasts 369. Whether you're an Aries or a Pisces, we're here to guide you. Let's cut through the cosmic noise and dive into today's horoscope predictions. Tuesday, July 25th, 2023. The astrology of today, all signs. The moon spends the first half of the day in the sign of gracious, respectful Libra, bringing relationship-focused, friendly, pleasant, and considerate energy to the morning. The moon moves into Scorpio at 12:56 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time, and the first quarter moon occurs this evening. We're inclined to scope out the hidden layers of any given situation with this transit. We can feel some pressure to reach our goals, and obstacles encountered now can motivate us into action. The moon is void from 11:05 a.m. Eastern Daylight Time, with the moon's last aspect before changing signs, a square to Pluto, until the moon enters Scorpio at 12:56 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time. Today's Aries horoscope. You're striving for more spontaneity and independence, dear Aries, but the pressure to succeed or perform your responsibilities to the outside world is enormous. This week, tension results from pushing personal and professional areas too hard instead of compromising. Some paranoia about your position could figure strongly now, but it's best not to allow it to drive your decisions or interfere with your personal development. The moon and the sun clash today, and restlessness can result. However, through a bit of discontent, you may understand your needs and ambitions better. Frustrations require a positive channel for release, and possibly a creative one with the sun in your expressive solar fifth house. However, don't ignore deeper needs that surface and demand attention. Today's Taurus horoscope. Watch for tension today and this week, dear Taurus, as pursuing extracurricular activities or learning too hard might interfere with your increased need for rest, relaxation, and detox. Taking on too many activities and overdoing seeking happiness can pull you down. The moon moves into your partnership sector, and having company helps you get in better touch with your feelings and ideas at this time of the lunar month. A sun-moon square can find you caught between two vital needs, however. You've been craving more peace and quiet and wanting to do things your own way, but a sudden need for companionship can create a bit of a clash or conundrum. Once past this, you'll find ways to settle your mind. Today's Gemini horoscope. With the week's transits, dear Gemini, there can be concerns about losing something you've spent a lot of time and energy building, yet also a need to be free of restricting, limiting ties. Ideally, conflicts emerging now light a fire under you regarding taking more control over your life. The moon heads into your work and health sector today, and you tune into the details of your everyday life more than usual. Generally speaking, with the sun's current transit of your communications sector, you're diversifying, learning, and seeking new information. A sudden need to handle your work or health matters can certainly infringe upon your time learning new things, but try to divide your time and accept a compromise. You might allow inner tension to motivate you to make meaningful changes. Today's Cancer horoscope. This week's transits can sometimes stir your ambitions in a pressured way, dear Cancer. Try not to put excessive pressure on yourself to achieve your goals at the expense of your happiness. Your relationship goals and career or life path objectives may seem to work at cross purposes, but seeking a compromise can be worthwhile. With the sun in your solar second house, you want more predictability and comfort, but the moon's move into your sector of joy today encourages you to break out of a routine and have a little fun. Aim to recognize your need for time to refresh and rejuvenate yourself through activities you genuinely enjoy. Today's Leo horoscope. Watch for succumbing to pressures that lead to over-controlling your work, routine, health, and schedule, dear Leo, as it can interfere with the time and energy you have to explore your extracurricular activities. Aim for more moderation and balance so that you can work and get your life in order, and also let go of fears that might prevent you from enjoying more spontaneous activities. The moon heads into your home and family sector for a stay of over 2 days, and the need for time to relax and wind down comes on. While this mission conflicts with your drive for more activity and exploration, a strong theme recently, you do well to answer the call to detox and center yourself. Consider that sudden whims don't likely reflect your true needs today. Today's Virgo horoscope. Today's energies can highlight the pressures in your life, dear Virgo, but they can also remind you to work on moderation in the areas of life where you're pushing too hard. Watch for holding on too tightly to ideas of yourself or a relationship, particularly if it's blocking you from exploring your options and more fully enjoying yourself. The moon moves into your communication sector for a couple of days, stirring your curiosity and your need for light and easygoing exchanges. While this can starkly contrast with your recent increased needs for privacy and downtime, you can't deny the need for an escape of some form now. Others might stir a competitive urge in you, and you can work this to your advantage with some creativity and determination. Today's Libra horoscope. You can struggle a little with balancing family and other relationships this week, dear Libra. Consider whether your attachment to certain traditions and ways of living could restrict growth in your relationships. Dealing with fears, purging, and letting go is important now, particularly as you're challenged to improve and grow through your connections. With the moon's move into your steady solar second house for a stay of over 2 days, you're connecting with a rather sudden need to slow down, center yourself, and get comfortable. Recent commitments to your social life, group endeavors, or happiness goals may need to wait a little. Once settled, you can get your mind back to what really matters to you at this time of the year. Today's Scorpio horoscope. Events and feelings this week can highlight the need to let go of some of the excess work or personal interests you've taken on, dear Scorpio. The mission is to move forward more freely, and you may need to delegate some of your work, or, for the sake of your well-being, you may want to free yourself of a secret or burden that has weighed you down. An overly hectic or chaotic schedule may take its toll, and it's time to assess demanding work, projects, and obsessions to take better care of yourself. The moon moves into your sign today, and you can be preoccupied with your emotional needs. Emotions you've set aside or buried to deal with other issues in your life can rush up to the surface now. This transit brings you out of your shell and ready to connect with others, although this does clash with your broader goals quite temporarily. Today's Sagittarius horoscope. This week's transits can highlight areas where you've been holding on to particular possessions and attitudes to your disadvantage, dear Sagittarius. Your desire to try new things and ways of expressing yourself is growing, and it's an important path. However, excessive attachment to methods and things that make you feel secure may be standing in your way. Dealing with these fears and ties seems necessary now. The moon moves into your solar 12th house for a stay of over 2 days, and you can be tying up loose ends, reflecting, and catching up on rest. Emotional healing and refreshment are more likely to come through time reflecting or a break from competitive situations. You might wrestle with whether to stick with what you know or push out of your comfort zone. It would be a good idea to recognize the need to make changes, but it's also essential to have a strong sense of what you can and cannot do. Today's Capricorn horoscope. Your desire for comfort and domesticity is building, dear Capricorn, but the week's transits can highlight where unhealthy attachments and attitudes are delaying your chance to move forward and take advantage of opportunities to grow and improve. You might face conflicts between domestic demands or needs and personal goals and desires. Instead of succumbing to pressures to do it all, aim to arrive at a compromise or middle ground for the best results. The moon moves into your social sector later today, bringing out your more sociable side or your desire to do something different, experiment, or diversify. You're seeking greater freedom and self-expression despite a general need for more intimacy and closeness these days. There's a bit of a rebel in you today, but it's good for you to break some patterns in small ways right now. Today's Aquarius horoscope. Events and epiphanies this week highlight a need to reevaluate your goals and prioritize them, dear Aquarius. You might learn that freeing yourself from certain burdensome issues or secrets you've been keeping to yourself can be liberating, but be selective regarding who you share yourself with. You might also be dealing with insecurities or fears holding you back from saying what you feel and going after what you truly want. These need handling on your mission to express yourself more authentically. With the moon's move to your solar 10th house later today, there could be a call to your duties or for you to perform. It's a more goal-focused time of the lunar month, and this brief transit lasts a little over 2 days. While it can contrast with a sociable theme in your life, you'll grow into this transit and become quite productive. Today's Pisces horoscope. Energies are tricky with matters of respect or ownership this week, dear Pisces. A strong focus on your social life, networking, or friendships can reach unhealthy levels, and this can clash with your need to unwind, simplify, and enjoy yourself. If you feel a compelling need to oversee, overmanage, or keep tabs on your networks, consider whether this is causing you too much tension. Stepping back a little may be appropriate. With the moon's move into your solar 9th house today, you crave a break from the routine. You're inclined to share your bigger ideas and thoughts today. Your interests expand as you see more options and possibilities. This mindset can certainly distract you from the task, but it may be that you need a change of pace or scenery just for a time to come back more refreshed. As we wrap up, I'm Jeannie thanking you for tuning in to Horoscope Forecasts 369. Remember, these are guides, but your will shapes your destiny. Like, share, subscribe for more astro insights, and let the stars guide you until we meet again. Take care.